Denver. They both had such great starts this season. Really excited to see how they compete in that center circle.
The freshman for Maryland and the redshirt freshman in her first season for Denver. You mentioned it, Alex Dorr and Kayla Gilmore to get us started in the draw circle, which is going to be so crucial to today's game.
I mean, possession is everything in women's lacrosse, and if either team can really dominate in that side, it's going to be huge for them today.
First possession taken away by Maryland. Freshman to freshman it goes with Shelby Sullivan. Not the first time we're going to call her name today. We don't expect. Turps in the white going from left to right, and Denver defending now in their black uniforms going from right to left as Maryland starts off this first attacking possession.
And Ryan, we're seeing Maryland start to space the field more, something they really want to focus on, taking enough space on the field to create that room for dodges and feeds inside.
Behind the net, it's worked around all the way to Kate Seitz. Seitz still with it. Back up to Edmonson. We mentioned her name already on the attack. Pass inside, shot, and the goal comes from Jordan Lipkin. Maryland starts it off just 41 seconds in, and it's been the senior on the comeback from injury. Jordan Lipkin makes it 1-0.
Jordan Lipkin is so dangerous when she rolls that crease looking for the feed. Her ability to finish and just capitalize in such a congested area of the field is huge for Maryland, and you see it right now on your screen. Lipkin just fires that one home off the assist from Edmonson.
One of 5 captains for Maryland this season, scoring her 5th goal already for the Terps on the campaign. Jordan Lipkin has come back from that knee lower leg injury and just been such a solid piece working into this attack alongside Edmonson, as we said.
And I think she's going to be huge. We've talked about how Maryland has so many new faces. A lot of players, not only just freshmen, but players that maybe didn't get major minutes last season, finally stepping into those leading roles. Lipkin had that experience early on in her career. Unfortunately, did have to sit out last season, but she's coming on full force back at it.
See there, 3 games, 4 goals, adding on the assist for Jordan Lipkin. The assist on that shot comes from Corey Edmonson, as we just mentioned, her 2nd on the year and 10th point overall. Back into center circle as the afternoon sun brightens down on the field hockey and lacrosse complex. It's between Maryland's Gilmore and Denver's Dorr. Second faceoff this time is won by Denver. Here's their first offensive possession. Comes with Caroline Gilmore, a captain, puts a shot on, and a quick response from the Pioneers. Caroline Gilmore's 9th of the season, and the Maryland native ties it up in College Park.
That is a huge run right there for Denver. Quick off the draw, using their speed. You see, she's just flying down the field. Maryland unable to match her up, and a quick shot past JJ Soriano. Huge for Denver to answer that Maryland goal.
13 seconds is all it took for Denver to get back on the board after allowing Maryland's first goal, the goal from Jordan Lipkin for the Terps. And then from one senior to another, Caroline Collmore from Hunt Valley, Maryland, one of 11 Marylanders on this Denver team. We'll get more into that later, but she makes her impact known quickly and ties it up at 1.
See right there, her stats, 8 goals over 5 games. I mean, she has been huge for the Pioneers early in this season.
Notre Dame prep alum up in Baltimore. This third draw control up for grabs. Still anyone's for the taking. And the whistle will come before. Alexa, what you saw there?
Yeah, right there, Denver called for an empty check on the draw. Sullivan missed the initial bounce, really stuck with it and fought it out and got Maryland that possession to go on the offense event.
Possession for each team has led to a goal for each side thus far. Maryland worked patiently on their other offensive chance. Sights back up to Sullivan. Edmonson wraps around to Maisie Clevenger. Behind the net, it's Maryland's leading assist getter and Chrissy Thomas.
Denver really putting the pressure on the defensive end, something they're known for. They know how to be physical and tough and really pressure out. And a quick shot there.
Save made, first time we call the name of Amelia Bohai, the senior goalkeeper from Bethesda, Maryland, up for the task, her first save of the day.
And Bohai, last time she was facing off against the Terps, she held them to only 10 goals allowed. That is huge, as Maryland was really averaging such high numbers when it came to scoring the ball last season.
She thwarts away the sensational freshman as well, Shelby Sullivan, who just had a hat trick in Maryland's most recent matchup last week against St. Joseph's. One sensational Maryland attacker, here's another in Corey Edmonson.
Maryland great there on the redefend, getting the ball back, something they've done really well early in this season, the attack, going all out to either slow down the opposing attack for their defense or even force a turnover.
And that's a real change that we saw in those two most recent wins for Maryland. Right here at the Plex against Georgetown and St. Joseph's, and just didn't create enough turnovers in that loss to Syracuse game 1. Terps patient again offensively. Clevenger back up top with Kayla Gilmore. Gilmore inside finds Seitz, bounces one in, but again, it's going to be Bohai who throws it away. Maryland with the rebound. Thomas inside, just too far behind Kayla Gilmore, but Corey Edmonson the first one to it.
Maryland already with 2 missed passes, something we haven't seen from them in 2 games. Really getting their stick skills sharper, looking to clean it up now as they still have possession.
Gilmore, crossfield. Sullivan gives it back to Clevenger. Mentioning those passes that are trying to get crisper. Maryland not willing to find a errant pass. Thomas circles inside, but it's deflected away. Great defensive effort there by Megan Klingenberg.
That's a huge check for Klingenberg right there. Thomas hanging her stick behind, just swipes it away and takes it from the Terps.
Klingenberg takes it coast to coast before leaving it back with Caroline Fropnall. First time we've seen the Pioneers really set up their attack. Again, remember, under first-year offensive coordinator Taylor Vanthoff, who came over from another Big Ten competitor in Penn State.
And she's someone Liza Kelly really wanted to get under her program. She thinks she's such a skilled player and smart coach, really wanted her over here with the Denver Pioneers.
First 7v7 opportunity for Vanthoff in this Denver attack. A Denver team that lost its first 2 games, but since then, when they had 7 goals per game in those losses, they're up to 19 goals per game in their 3 most recent wins. Olivia Ripple defends off a defender, but this one's going to turn back over to Maryland, Alexa.
We're going to take another look at that right here. You're going to see Edmonson getting the charge call. Great job sliding over and taking the contact, giving Maryland possession.
Couple whistles early go against Denver and put possession back in Maryland's stick until it's lost right there for a moment. Maddie Sterling for Maryland getting tied up with the Denver defender. That's going to be our first green card of the game going against Sterling, as Denver has it picked up by Collymore. And that green card, we asked both coaches about it and got some good words from Liza Kelly, specifically in Denver.
Yeah, just really quickly, a series of unfortunate events for Maryland. Sterling loses the ball and then gets the foul in the 30s, causing the green card. Maryland now down a player, but like you said, Ryan, Liza Kelly saying for them it really affected how they guard the draw. For Maryland, it's really big in transition.
2 different ways to look at it. Possession loss again. Kennedy Major starts it with Maryland.
And that's big for Maryland, not having to now play a man down on defense. On attack, they're going to look to try to drain out that green card violation, maintain possession with the ball.
That's so crucial, especially in these closer early games. If you can play defense well enough and the woman down at disadvantage, and then create an opportunity for your offense. Maryland still 65 on the shot clock.
Yeah, just under 15 seconds remaining on this green card. Maryland looking to make it even before they try to head to cage.
Terps will just pass around until Sterling is released from the sideline. Whistle keeps it with Maryland, and Corey Edmonson will run in place of Sterling. Back onto even 7v7 strength for the Terps' attack. Spun over to Devin Livingston. The freshman will get whistled there, trying to go counterclockwise.
Yeah, foul called there against Denver. And Maryland now gonna set up on that hanging hash under goal line extended. Thomas with it now.
Quick pass inside, goes for Livingston. The last second defense comes to play though for Caroline Frohnapple once again.
Frohnapple and the rest of this Denver defense have been so good of just getting a stick up against Maryland. And right there, Maryland drawing the shooting space call. Shelby Sullivan now on the 8-meter.
Sullivan, the freshman, just gets to talk from 3 seniors, and Kate Seitz, Corey Edmonson, and Jordan Lipkin. Will take another look at that replay that comes before with Frohnapple.
Just great job seeing the stick hanging, able to check it out and not allow a shot against Bohai.
First free position, it starts in the right-handed stick of the freshman Selby Sullivan from the left side. Sullivan, shots on, it bounces in for Sullivan. Maryland takes its second lead. It's the Bel Air, Maryland native getting her first of the game.
Shelby Sullivan right there, taking the 1-goal advantage for Maryland Sullivan. Great job just getting that first step ahead of the defender in the quick bounce shot down low to get it past Bohai. Maryland now up 2-1 thanks to Shelby Sullivan.
Sullivan's 6th goal of the season to lead all Maryland freshmen. We talked about those new faces coming in for the Turps, whether they were reserves last year or this very talented freshman class, including the number 11 recruit in the country with Shelby Sullivan. She's been tremendous and gets it done there from the free position. And
one thing her coach said about her is she's just an excellent finisher. And you see that on display right there from the 8-meter shot, able to get it right past Bohai with a bounce shot down low.
Sullivan out of C. Milton Wright High School up in Bel Air. One of a number of Terps who decided to stay home and come play for Maryland head coach Kathy Reese in her 19th season at the helm of this Terps program. And Sullivan, right after that, will take away the draw control and start Maryland's attack.
What a grab there by Shelby Sullivan, the one hand in the air, and she's been great just working off Kayla Gilmore on that circle, really helping Maryland dominate when it comes to getting possession off the draw.
And that was one of the biggest things when we talked with Maryland head coach Kathy Reese. It's not only the players inside the circle, but around the circle when it's a 50-50 ball up for grabs as Sullivan takes that possession for the Terps.
And Liza Kelly feels the exact same way. She says when they go in the draw circle, they really try to look at it as a 3v3, getting everyone involved and just trying to win that loose ball.
Sullivan working on Denver's defense before passing it around. Jordan Lipkin back up to Edmonson. So we played 7 minutes so far. Terps up to a 2-1 lead. Livingston into the teeth of the defense, righty shot, and the score comes from the freshman. One first year to another. And it goes to Devin Livingston, her 2nd goal in the season. Maryland up to its first multi-goal lead.
And that was huge for Devin Livingston. Just completely splits the 2 defenders through the contact, able to maintain control and get the shot off. Maryland takes a 2-goal advantage, up 3-1. And one thing, Ryan, I think Maryland can continue to do on that offensive end of the field is Denver is quickly setting the pressure. If they can move the ball quickly, they can get them off balance. And like we saw with Shelby Sullivan, draw that shooting space or just split the 2 defenders like Livingston did.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
For today's matchup, and I honestly am right there with them. A great game so far to start it off.
Great game, as you mentioned. Maryland up 4-2 after that recent goal scored by freshman Kayla Gilmore, her 5th of the season for the number 7 ranked recruit by Inside Lacrosse. Terps up to a 2-goal lead for the 2nd time today. Both goals for Denver coming off the stick of senior Caroline Collymore. Pioneers looking to either continue that trend with Collymore or just get any goal to cut this deficit in half.
You see Denver once again just spacing that field, taking their time before they set up in their attack.
On the left side, it is with Collymore. Spun back around to Olivia Ripple. Ripple versus Hallis is the matchup. Ripple comes into the circle before leaving it back out to Lauren Black. Behind goal line extended with Eva Thompson-Marr. Wrapped around to Collymore. She's got the freshman Kayla Gilmore on her. Double comes. And up for grabs, taken away by Livingston.
Maryland defensively just standing so strong. Really great job taking the ball away from Denver, and not a lot of foul calls against them. Really smart with how they play defense.
Abazia goes low, but this time it's Bohai up for the save. Yellow flag comes up as Chrissy Thomas will go get the ball from the right corner.
Maryland now able to set up on their offensive end. A fast break there after the save from Bohai.
Buzia gets it over the stick. Pioneer defender. That's how it gets wrapped around all the way to Lipkin. Gilmore moves it to Livingston. Again, Livingston has made such good work on that right side. This time, though, Denver's up for the task. Up for grabs. And Lipkin just tried to knock it past Bohai. Didn't work, but Denver takes it on the attack.
Jordan Lipkin really trying to go for that quick shot against Bohai. Bohai ready for it, though. And Maryland right there, Livingston just got to be careful. If she's going to split those two defenders, she's got to keep her stick tight. She doesn't want to find it hanging. And right there, we saw it, the check against Livingston.
And the 5'5" Lipkin just jumped up as high as she could to try to get the top of her stick to it. Will not go as an official shot, but it's Denver setting up with under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter, trying to climb back from a 2-goal deficit. Working on it past Kennedy Major. Here comes Thompson Marr to Ripple with some space. Righty shot off the top of the crossbar. Bounces way up. Collmore can't get to it. Instead, it's Sullivan. Can she save it from going in bounce? The tip keeps it back into play. A good move there from the freshman, and it finds it to the stick of Lauren Lapointe. Lapointe still with it in her stick before getting it to Thomas. Thomas wraps it around. So with it, full wraparound, shot and score comes from the captain. It starts with the save from Shelby Sullivan. The freshman keeps it in, the senior scores it. It's going to be Chrissy Thomas making this a 5-2 game.
We're going to take another look. Thomas just completely rounds the 8, able to get the bounce shot off on the sidearm. And Maryland didn't even have all their attackers ready. Thomas just took the advantage when she saw it, and it brings Maryland an even larger lead over Denver. And Ryan, I think we got to go back to that save by Shelby Sullivan. That was huge for Maryland. She fought for the ground ball right there at the restraining line. When she lost it almost, she kept it alive, and Maryland able to capitalize with a Thomas goal.
Just a veteran play from the freshman who's already looked like a veteran in Shelby Sullivan. Just the second goal of the season for Chrissy Thomas, but she does have those team-leading 10 assists for now a team-leading 12 points on the year. Maryland up 5-2, feeling comfortable now in this first quarter.
Yeah, and going back to Thomas's 10 assists, she's so good from that X position, feeding in, but she's going to become such a larger threat for Maryland if she can continue to have goals like that.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Alexa. She had the wherewithal to, even when she was wrapping around, not trying to force a pass that she can do so often and get a pass off for an assist. She's like, I have the space. I can just go all the way around, does the full semicircle, and gets it from the left post.
That is exactly right. Chrissy Thomas just really stepping up as a leader on this season.
Another battle in the middle. This time, Gilmore wins it into the stick of Corey Edmonson. Final 24 seconds of the first quarter. Does Maryland have a 6th in the first 15 minutes of play? Maybe after this whistle.
And that's going to be a green card there called against the Pioneers. We're going to see if we can get an official call.
Going to be a defensive offsides, it sounds like, on who else but Caroline Collmore, who scored both of Denver's goals.
And that is a hard call for the Pioneers. That's just a miscommunication, not talking. And you see right there, Collmore trying to put the pressure on Edmonson. I believe she went over their restraining line, and that's where that call comes from. Maryland now with an opportunity on a woman up situation.
Clock winds down under half a minute. Possession in Maryland's stick. Looks like the Turps are just going to let this one run out in the first quarter to the tune of a 3-goal lead.
And with that, Maryland is going to be up 5-2 to end the first quarter. And they're going to have a player-up situation when they come back for the second.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead.
Quarter now for both teams.
Yeah, neither team really able to find consistency when it comes to attack. We haven't seen a draw control since that first one starting off the second quarter. Denver maybe taking that momentum from the first goal.
8th goal of the season for Reagan Wilson after we saw no scores over the first about 7 minutes of the second quarter for either the Turps or the Pioneers. But now just a hair over 8 minutes to play. It's Denver back within 2. Still Kayla Gilmore in the middle circle for Maryland, but for Denver, the Pioneers countered there with Caroline Frohnapple. And finally, it's won by the Pioneers and Frohnapple. Collmore to Black. We've seen Denver willing to go quickly off of draw control wins. Here's Wilson. just seconds after scoring her first goal of the game.
All right. And you see right there on your screen, Maryland up right now still in the draw control battle, 5-4, but Denver quickly picking up that steam as we see Fronapple coming up with that one for the Pioneers.
And how difficult can it be for a defense after allowing a goal and then quickly allowing the draw control loss to just allow that attack to reset itself up?
Yeah, it's so hard because Lacrosse is very attack dominant. They have the advantage. There's so many fouls you can go on the defensive end to just make it hard, but Denver right now getting that draw control and forcing Maryland to play defense again after playing man down in that last situation.
Black has a double team come with Edmonson. She's got to retreat back out. Remember, that's a long shot clock as well, so you defend for 70 seconds and then you allow a score. You could be defending for another 70 quickly.
Right, it can be exhausting, and it's a way to really wear defenses down.
With it, Thompson Parr. And the net to Reagan Wilson. A shot clock winding down under 20 seconds after the goal from Wilson and Denver. Collmore, does she have her hat trick? Not there. She'll pass it back out to Caroline Bowers. Bowers gets the pressure and just going down on the defense right there. Maddie Sterling.
Yeah, we're going to take another look right there. Sterling called for a block. Kathy Reese, you can hear she thought that was a charge, and it's going to put Denver on the line now, possibly make this a 1-goal difference.
Just 9 seconds on the shot clock for the freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, and Notre Dame prepping Caroline Bowers. 7 goals on the year so far. She's the only Pioneer who's a true freshman to score during the 2025 campaign. She's got another opportunity for an 8th score from the free position against her hometown team. Bowers puts the shot on and has it right there. Just as we say, the shot clock under 8 seconds, but a second consecutive goal as Denver pulls within 1. The Baltimore native and freshman Bowers gets it done.
And right there you see taking suit of her teammate, quickly beating her defenders in the bounce shot. This is a 1-goal game now, Ryan. Denver taking that momentum at the beginning of the second quarter and just running with it to bring this game within 1.
Back within 1 for the first time since early stages of the first quarter. 2 goals in succession from the senior captain Reagan Wilson and the freshman midfielder Caroline Bowers, who scored 2 goals in each of Denver's 3 most recent wins and getting it done. Again, the Notre Dame prep product, the former Blazer back in Maryland.
Yep, Caroline Bowers' 8th goal on the season, as Ryan mentioned, and just great job reading how Wilson scored on the free position, beating the defenders and getting that bounce shot past Soriano. She does the same thing and gets another goal for the Pioneers.
And that started because the Pioneers had that draw control win with the junior Caroline Fronapple. She's back into the middle of the circle, and it'll be won again by Denver.
Fronapple really making it hard for Kayla Gilmore to get the ball to her teammates, forcing her to go up rather than outside to those on the circle with her.
It's the 3rd consecutive possession we've seen for Denver. It's just possession, goal, win the draw, and repeat for the Pioneers as of recently, who look much more settled in than that 5-2 Maryland lead after the first quarter suggested.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, that's another run on defense Maryland now has to play. They are playing full 90-second sprints of defense, and Denver just trying to wear them down.
Pioneer attack that looks much more settled. Again, we mentioned first-year offensive coordinator Taylor Vanthoff, who knows what a Big Ten defense looks like coming over from Penn State. Vanthoff, what does she have in her sleeve on the attack? From the sideline, she quarterbacks this lead. And Ripple will be drawing the penalty again against Maryland.
Yeah, it looks like they called Maddie Sterling there for horizontal into the body with her stick. I think that was a great slide by Sterling right there. Just got to be careful she's not extending into the body of Ripple.
2/3 of the way through this second quarter. Pass inside to Collmore. This one won't go against Soriano. Blocked away by the redshirt freshman. But on the rebound, again, it's Denver drawing the card. This will be a yellow that goes against Maryland.
And I believe they called that against Sophie Hallish. She went for the check, but I think they're going to call a check to the head or possible slash. It looks like it's going to be a check to the head. And that's going to put Maryland a man down again. We're going to take another look at that foul. You see the contact, and you see the goggles come off. And that's 100% going to be a check to the head, knocking the goggles off her face. It's going to be Caroline Bowers now with the ball, trying to bring Denver even. And it's Maryland just not able to find anything right now on that defensive end to stop the Pioneers.
This is a position that Bowers was in about 90 seconds ago when she scored that 4th goal for Denver. Her lone goal so far. Instead, they'll put the ball into the stick of Lauren Black. Looks like she's going to go pass, and she does, to start this woman up advantage. Wrapped around back to Black. Again, Denver is content with taking it slow and wearing down this Terps defense. They're looking for their first lead of the game. Before they can find the tying score, though, it's going to be, wouldn't you know it, another penalty that goes against Maryland's defense.
Yeah, I was going to say that was such a great job by Major cutting off the cutter, but it looks like they're going to call a hold against Major. We're going to take another look. See, just holding the arm, and that's where that foul comes in. That one, Reagan Wilson trying to get the feed.
Wilson goes down, and here is the captain going top right. A second score for Reagan Wilson, and it ties this game up at 5. Our first tie since we were knotted at 0 to start, off the stick of Reagan Wilson.
And Reagan Wilson right there, great job just mixing it up against JJ Soriano. Went for the bounce shot first time, and now it's the high shot. Ties it up for Denver, 5-5.
Correction, we were tied at 1-1, but that feels like a millennium ago where Maryland had the advantage, but all of a sudden, Denver has climbed back and scored 3 straight goals. We're tied up at 5, under 5 minutes of play in the second quarter here on Big Ten Plus. When we talk about Victoria Hench, that was one of those names that Maryland graduated so much star power and good seniors on the attack. Hench's name sometimes gets lost there, but she had that hat trick against the Pioneers, and she was great as a senior.
Yeah, we have talked about it so much, how Maryland just continuing to build upon returners that maybe didn't get major minutes or freshmen, but so far we've seen great success from a lot of those players as Denver is now going to take the lead in the draw control contest.
I'm going to say so far that's been the case as well in the second quarter. How about the play in the middle from Caroline Frohnapple? The Chatham, New Jersey native has been tremendous. A good adjustment as well for Taylor Van Thoff. She's the offensive coordinator, but she also works draw controls too.
Yeah, I mean, she has really silenced Kayla Gilmore at that center circle position. And that's one thing Kathy Reese made a point to tell us, that Liza Kelly always has something up her sleeve. If something's not working, she's going to make the adjustment. And right there, they made the adjustment in the draw. And right now, they're dominating, and that's how they took back this game to tie it up at 5 apiece.
Now 6 draw controls for Denver compared to Maryland's 5. Here's Collmore. Just flips it back up to Black. Can't get the stick to it, but now does, and back 7v7. Double team comes from Livingston and forces Black to just pass it out.
And right there, Maryland's going to be called another foul. That one's going to be a horizontal extension into the body of Black. Maryland for a second looked like they were able to force the turnover, but it's going to stay right here with the Pioneers.
So Alexa, I might need to ask you the same question I asked about Denver's defense earlier when the Pioneers were struggling and picking up the fouls. All of a sudden, it's now Maryland doing the same, and they're going to need an adjustment.
Yeah, Maryland quickly sending the slides, which is really needed against this Denver team. They're so good at dodging and finding the space inside. We see Bowers right now trying to beat O'Farrell. Farrell, great job forcing her out. That's what Maryland needs, getting body contact, forcing them out of the 8.
Collmore losing it, just as you say, that adjustment comes as the ground ball scooped up by Corey Edmonson. Here she comes coast to coast.
And that's all because Nev O'Farrell made that contact, force the errant pass.
Turnover to turnover, though. Pulled away there by Kira Obert. Sophomore starts this possession for Denver into the stick of Lauren Black. See the turnovers compared right there. Maryland does not want to be leading that category, but they certainly are.
Yeah, 6-3 leading in turnovers against Denver. And one thing Denver's done really well, redefending right there. Great job. 3 defenders on Edmonson as she tried to bring the ball up the field.
Back to Olivia Ripple. Bowers, Ripple play pass. One more from Bowers to the sophomore Ripple. Ripple versus Sophie Hallis. Flip into the stick of Thompson Marr. over, and it gets to Kira Ober, but again, that whistle comes against the Turps' back line.
Yeah, Maryland once again called for a foul there. That one coming against O'Farrell. I think she's going to be called for a block. Not exactly sure what happened there, but Maryland right now just really struggling when it comes to getting those whistles. We're going to see another look at it right here. O'Farrell's going to slide over, and I think it's going to be the stick into the side, the extension there. And Denver, another shot on the 8.
The shot comes with a score, the first lead of the game for Denver. Off the first goal from Eva Thompson-Marr, and this one, Denver up 6-5, and it's meaningful for the Pioneers.
Thompson-Marr just, again, using that Denver speed, beating the defenders in the high shot right past Suriano. We're going to take another look at this one. You see her right from center hash, gets the high shot, and Suriano unable to get her stick in the way.
Thompson-Marr, the Garrison Forest High School graduate. She was a Grizzly up in Baltimore, Maryland. Now back in the state, and she gets that first goal. A 6-5 lead for the Pioneers, who have outscored Maryland now 4-0 in the second quarter, Alexa.
And Maryland really has not seen the ball on their side of the field at all. They are dominating in the circle, getting that possession and forcing their defense to play possession after possession.
And it's because it all starts in the draw control, where Maryland makes the change here. It's still going to be Frohnapple for Denver, but into the circle, it's Haley Russo, the senior attacker. This is her first appearance of the season in game number 4, Alexa.
And I think this is a really smart move by Maryland Russo. She's 6 feet tall, really good at getting her stick up on the high balls, and that's the one they can put against Frohnapple.
Good handful of Turps and a Pioneer, all right there waiting for it to get past the line. This one's going to go to Denver.
Yeah, Maryland right there called offsides. It's not going to be a green card in that situation, but they came over, and that is going to go to Denver for a possession.
So after the 6th goal of the season for the freshman Eva Thompson-Marr, is it going to be a 5th consecutive goal for Denver now that they have possession about 90 seconds to go until halftime? Bowers. Over to Myers, just swung around. Again, Denver has just dominated time of possession in this second quarter, and you can feel what it means going against Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, they're just wearing this defense down, and Maryland just really needs to get a stop here. The defense putting so much effort out in this second quarter, but they need a stop. They cannot let Denver get another goal because they have been unable to grab that draw.
Lauren Black. Matched up against Nevo Farrell. The toss over to Wilson. Wilson, about 30 seconds on the shot clock, under a minute on the game clock. And this time, the whistle's going to go against the charge for Denver.
That is going to be a huge call for Maryland. They really needed that. And Maryland now, with less than a minute to go, trying to bring it up the field.
The number 9 Terps with an opportunity to tie this game right before halftime. They need to move quickly, though. First time we've seen Maryland on the offensive attack in 6-7 minutes, it feels like. Sights, down to Gilmore. Shot clock doesn't matter, 20 seconds on the game clock. Up top to Gilmore. Give and go to Thomas. Thomas retreats back out to the freshman Gilmore. Well, Gilmore, quarterback in the team. Thomas, inside, is looking for Abazia. Sights tries to get to it, but instead it's pulled away by Denver. Here's Sarah Pokorny. The second quarter clock will buzz, and the Denver Pioneers have to like what they did in that 15 minutes of play. They outscored Maryland by 4.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Possession, really needing that after Maryland got 3 straight goals against them.
So Maryland back up by 2. Terps have been in this position a couple times today, but we mentioned that big run that Denver went on, spanning the whole second quarter. Maryland back in the driver's seat maybe here at home.
Yeah, right now both teams tied at 8 draw controls apiece, really fighting back and forth at that center circle to gain possession for their team, a huge part of this game.
Free position goal as well. It's Maryland now 2 for 3 on free positions, with Denver scoring 4 of their 6 goals from the 8-meter. Here's Collmore. She scored the other 2. Over to Lauren Black. Black, the wraparound. She's still looking for her first goal of the game. This time gives it up to Ripple. Double team comes and finds it inside. The bounce, shot, and score for Caroline Bowers, her second of the game. Again, Denver unafraid to move quickly after Maryland scores, bring the Pioneers back within 1.
Caroline Bowers get another goal on the day. You see, able to just slide through of Maryland's defense, finds the open pass inside and able to finish it off against Suriano. Bowers doing a great job, sees Maryland didn't communicate with her as she cut through, able to cut back in for the goal.
How about that celebration too? That's an A+ celebration after an A+ score from Bowers.
I mean, their celebrations all day have been kind of fun to watch. They're really going at it. It's just a lot of fun in this game, so much competition, and that's where you just see such great lacrosse. You see right there, Caroline Bowers' second goal on the day, 9th of the season. The midfielder really getting it done for Denver later in this game.
Make it the 4th consecutive game that Caroline Bowers has multiple goals. Again, used to seeing her star as a 3-year starter for the Notre Dame Prep Blazers up in Baltimore, but one of 11 Marylanders coming back home to take on the Turps from Denver's team. Monitoring it all afternoon. It's the draw control where it's going to be won by Denver. Before the yellow card comes out.
And that's going to be a slash against Maryland. Right there again, Maryland trying to go for the check. We saw Alex Dorr try to do it for Denver. She was called for the slash. Now Maryland, the same situation.
Still the Terps with possession. Just over 4 minutes through in this third quarter. So far, Maryland 3 goals in the frame, just to the 1 for Denver. From the left side starts with Shelby Sullivan. Sullivan will run off. It's Maryland again working slowly down the woman, as you can see.
Yeah, Maryland's going to be in a really interesting position here because they're not going to be able to make it even within this offensive possession. So they're going to have to play a man down the entire time on attack. It'll be interesting if they decide to hold it or try to get a goal off.
Yeah, you see the top, about 64 seconds on the shot clock, and yet about just over 90 on the penalty. Gilmore flip to Livingston, picks it back up and gets it to Maisie Clevenger. Clevenger crossfield. She was looking for Jordan Lipkin, would have been her third. Instead, it's going to be another attacking possession for the Pioneers.
And Maryland's still down a woman on the field for over a minute. And that's a big pickup for Nevo Farrell.
Turnover, tries to get to Clevenger. Instead, it's with Edmonson. Edmonson transition, low shot in the score from Maryland's top attacker. With the woman down, Corey Edmondson gives Maryland a 9th. Terps back up by 2.
There's a reason Corey Edmondson is such a leader for this team. You see the missed pass on the clear. Nevo Farrell picks it up quickly, gets it upfield. Maisie Clevenger's going to lose it for a second, but Edmondson with the ground ball fights her way through, and the bounce shot and the goal. Corey Edmondson proving why she's a captain on this team, why she is one of their only returners to be a starter. She was 4th in goals last season, and she just continues to excel in this Maryland uniform.
2-time second team All Big Ten selection and a USA Lacrosse preseason All-American this year. Just one of many accomplishments for number 14 in white. She joins fellow captain Jordan Lipkin as the only Terps with multiple goals so far today. Second for Edmondson puts Maryland up 9-7. How about yet another face into the draw circle for head coach Liza Kelly? It's Haley Russo versus Maddie Montgomery.
And that's the first time we've seen Montgomery in that center position. And I mean, we found out a really interesting story about Montgomery making that jump from D3 to D1.
Yeah, it was really cool to hear what head coach Liza Kelly had to say, someone who just excelled at William Smith College, where she was the 2-time midfielder of the year there. And she was actually also won the Win Sealy Award, which is the highest honor, Alexa, at William Smith College, was given to a senior athlete for their service, leadership, and academics. Just a great person into the program for head coach Liza Kelly.
And Kelly said she's wanted to steal her to the Denver program for years, really just loves her as a player on the field for them.
Edmonson, round goal line extended. Where does Seitz? Seitz somehow gets through, but the whistle will come before. What do we see there?
I believe they're going to call an illegal check against Denver. It was hard to see as Seitz was trying to get through the pack of defenders coming at her on the crash. But she's not going to be on that 8-meter looking to extend this Maryland lead 10-7.
Seitz already 1 goal to her credit today. One of the few graduates on this Maryland team this year. Seitz will go top right, just too far outside the post. But Christy Thomas is the closest one to it. Under 50 seconds on the shot clock, Turps won't waste any time. Livingston spins it around to Clevenger. Thomas now retreats back.
They have put so much pressure on Chrissy Thomas. They know she's able to find those feeds inside. They don't want to let her get a pass off.
Especially swarming. You can see the slides coming when she's on the low right post. Clevenger, 15 seconds on the shot clock. It counts down. Edmonson trying to find one more cutter. No, she'll take it herself. Top left and scoring again, Corey Edmonson. 2 in a row for Maryland's captain. Puts Maryland up by 3. This is a Turps team that will now rely on that leadership in the attack of Corey Edmonson.
We're going to take a look. The dodge from Edmonson, able to beat her defender in the shot right past Bohai. And we asked Liza Kelly about trying to stop Corey Edmonson, and she said she's a tank. She knows how to get inside and finish that shot.
So complimentary. Again, a Denver team that you mentioned, Alexa, lost to Maryland by 2 last year. Edmonson was a force in that game as well, but just a tank. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. She was just someone who has the force, the pressure to make defense's game plan around her.
It's so hard to guard Edmonson when she's at the top of the 8-meter. The dodge, she's able to get inside, and that's her 10th goal on the season, 2nd goal today, or excuse me, 3rd goal.
It's going to be her third goal. She up to a
today.
hat trick. She's the first Terp this season to reach double digits with that 10th goal. Remember, she had 38 last season as the highest returning scorer for Maryland.
And Haley Russo still at that center position for the Terps on the draw. She's really come in and made herself vital for the Terps.
2 straight draw controls won by Maryland. Maddie Montgomery finds herself in the circle again there for Denver. Running out and chasing it for the Pioneers, it's Megan Morneau. But this draw control is going to be won by Russo. She'll pick it up herself. Face-off get-off for Russo. She dribbles it off to Chrissy Thomas, and we'll get some stick high fives on the way back to the bench.
It actually made a correction. That's Edmonson's 2nd goal of the day. She also has 2 assists. That's where the confusion came in on our end. But Edmonson, so far, really making an impact on this offensive end of the field for the Terps.
She does lead all players today with 4 points. You mentioned the duo of goals and assists. Bazia now from Maryland. Gilmore back to Abazia. Thomas, she's got to get those passes off quick as the defense swarms like you mentioned. Before making that cut inside. Looking for Shelby Sullivan. That one will just trickle in off the stick of Shelby Sullivan. Doesn't matter how it looks, a goal is a goal for Maryland, in 11th from Shelby Sullivan.
Right there, Thomas trying to get her stick open to make that feed, and she's able to. The dagger of a pass.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Get a 5-goal advantage as they get it back up to Edmonson. She's been the story so far. Ducks puts a shot on, but this time Amelia Bohai knows what Edmonson's going to look for. Maryland does grab the rebound, though, off the save.
Edmonson knocked over on that shot, able to get back up as Clevenger full speed ahead as that whistle is going to be a hold call against Denver. We're going to take another look at that save. Great job there by Bohai, getting her body and stick in front of the shot to deflect it out.
So here's the 8-meter for Maisie Clevenger, who had 4 goals for Maryland in that win against St. Joseph's. Clevenger makes one move, lefty shot, defended well and saved by Bohai. The ball now into the stick of the senior goalkeeper.
Gilmore for a second trying to get that rebound, but Bohai able to come up with it.
two-time All-Big East selection and the Bethesda, Maryland native, Amelia Bohai, feeling comfortable not too far away from Stone Ridge School of Sacred Heart High School.
Yeah, she was one player her coach really highlighted, loving coming back to play against Maryland, as this is where she's from.
Yeah. Up for the task now, as that was save number 6 on the day, only 3 for Maryland.
And you're not seeing this on your screen, but there's actually gonna be a goalie change for Denver. Number 0, Guako, coming in for the Pioneers in cage.
Freshman for redshirt freshman now, as Guaku, the Haddonfield, New Jersey native, steps in place of Bohai after the save from Bohai. Here's Denver's first attacking possession in quite some time. Collmore on the right side to Black. Black defended by Kennedy Major. There's just been these long spells for both teams dominating on the attack, and this is Denver's first time after Maryland was in that position. Kira Obert backs down Sophie Hallis before retreating out to Collmore. Collmore back to Black, 5 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Black's got to get something off before it expires, puts a shot on, and defended well by Suriano.
Maryland's defense right now is doing such a good job of forcing Denver's attack out of the 8.
Get a look right there at Lexi Guaku now in goal. What does the freshman have in store with her Pioneer team down by 5? Well, before she can even get tested, her attack is going to pick it back away with Lauren Black having it on the far side.
There's a great redefend by the Pioneers, forcing Maryland to turn the ball over as they tried to bring it upfield.
And near side, Collmore. Five-goal lead for Maryland after Denver came into the second half with a 6-5 advantage. Pioneers been outscored by 7-1 margin in this third quarter. Maryland just flipping this game on its head.
And we talked about this coming out of halftime. Maryland just really having that response they needed. Denver was really just taking over this game. Maryland's defense having to play so many stands, but the draw circle regaining control for the Turps.
Lauren Black behind the net. Reagan Wilson didn't know where it was for a second. Nevo Farrell will take advantage and say, I'll scoop that one up.
Nevo Farrell has been really phenomenal for Maryland on that defensive end. So many things she does aren't going to show up on a stat sheet, but she's been so good at picking up those ground balls, really playing solid lockdown 1v1 defense for the Turps.
It leads into this attacking possession with the Turps. The stick of Kate Seitz. Now Kayla Gilmore. Tossed back to Edmonson. Finding Seitz on the left side. Thinks about coming inside for a moment before retreating back out. Now penalty should go against Denver. Will they say a tap to the head again for Sarah Picorni?
So it's actually just going to be a check across the body. No yellow card going to be issued on that one.
Gilmore still the even strength on this 7-on-7. Give and go to Gilmore, takes the contact and finishes top left side. Or will they say it was a save instead? Hold on a second. Take that one back, a lot to sort out through. Right as the third quarter expires, might have gone. It looks like it will be a save for Lexi Guaku. What do we see there, Alexa?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. We're going to get another look. Gilmore gets the shot off. I don't know if they called a crease violation. It was really hard to tell. They're not sure. Kathy Reese was calling for an official review after the play, though, as we're going to take another look. Gilmore gets the feed, able to get the shot off. It looked like, if anything, she was fouled, but they called no goal and sent it Denver's way, possibly maybe even a charge called there. It's going to be interesting to see what the officials deem as the official ruling, as they're going to take another look at this play.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
The draw control. Maryland still that 4-goal cushion with just over 10 minutes to play.
And Maryland's defense really going to have to lock down against this Pioneer attack. They do not want to allow them any leeway getting back in this game. And we saw them go on a 4-0 run in that second quarter. There's no saying that Denver can't recreate that in this fourth quarter.
And this has certainly been a game of runs to the T. You saw Maryland get off to a 5-2 advantage, but then 4 unanswered for Denver. Then Maryland scores 4 unanswered itself in the second half. It's pretty quick shifting momentum, but once a team has it, they can suck it out for a couple of goals. Pass over to Thompson-Marr. Edmonson, that's the defense we talked about from the junior midfielder. Now Collymore against Sterling. Black right after the goal. The righty stick work. Now lefty pass to Thompson-Marr. 15 seconds on the clock. Now under 10 for Obert. Black, a backcourt door cut, shot and score. 2 in a row for Lauren Black. It all started with that backdoor cut right by goal line extended.
Lauren Black gets 2 back-to-back goals, and you're right, Ryan, that backdoor cut, Nevo Farrell trying to decide if she was going to make that slide, ended up losing Black in the action, and Black, the fake and the shot right past Soriano for the goal.
Great movement from Black, and how about the awareness from the sophomore from Stevensville, Maryland? We keep talking about all these Marylanders to get the assist there and just wait with the shot clock winding down to find Lauren Black for her 17th on the season.
Yeah, and this makes this only a 3-point game. Like we said, Ryan, so many runs in this game. If Denver can continue to stack the goals on, this is going to come down to the final moments.
This game's certainly not close to over between Denver and Maryland. The Turps in the final game of a 4-game opening homestand. False start will go against Haley Russo. So left onto the ground by Fronapple, and Denver to start offensively. Under 9.5 to play in the final quarter of action, but 2 consecutive goals from Denver's Lauren Black has turned this into a large 5-goal lead for Maryland. Now down to just 3, certainly doable for the visiting Pioneers.
And I mean, if Denver can continue to convert on these draws, Ryan, that's what we saw in the second quarter. That is what led to their momentum, finding those 4 goals to take the lead over Maryland.
Trying to build off that momentum, getting to Ripple, and getting another good pass into space, but Ripple shot well left of the crease. Lauren Black tying that right shoe, so referees will blow it dead for a moment. To restart, here's Caroline Kyle. Kyle's pass to Bowers. Bowers left shot, and it gets past Soriano. Another goal for the freshman Caroline Bowers. Just goals stacking on top of each other. It's a 3rd straight for Denver. Comes from Caroline Bowers.
And Caroline Bowers has been huge for Denver in these runs. You see, she gets the hand free and the bounce shot right past Soriano. She's on that line of the fan, just driving towards the cage and able to finish it off for Denver. And just like that, Ryan, 2-goal difference. This game, I think we have to just attribute everything that's happened to the draw circle.
Yeah.
Who can win the draw right now is determining who is going to score goals and potentially win this game.
And this is probably a battle of the 1As for either team now. Haley Russo has come off the bench and been electric for Maryland in the draw circle, and Denver has countered with a junior in Caroline Fronapple. Fronapple drew the false start on Russo last time out, and this time it's going to be a clear win for the Chatham, New Jersey native we mentioned in Fronapple.
And with that, that makes it 14-11 in draw controls. Maryland still has that lead, but Denver quickly coming closer and closer.
And they're quickly setting up the attack after that draw control win, Alexa. And just as I say that, Lauren Black will settle it down and wait for a good shot.
Denver really wanting to get the most out of each of these possessions, trying to, like they did in that second quarter, wear down Maryland's defense. It is hard to play defense for 90 seconds. They want to take as much time as they can and really tire out Maryland's defense.
And Denver's shown as well, Alexa, that once that shot clock gets under 10 seconds and maybe the pressure gets on, they're still cool, calm, and collected and can get a good shot off for a score. We'll see if this one winds all the way down here. Black with 40 seconds on the clock. Back over to Collymore. Now down to just 30 on the scoop to Black. Black, goal line extended. Kyle, over to Collymore. 15 seconds. Pass goes errant for Ripple, and here's just what we were talking about. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. What does Myers have? Working on Sterling. 5 seconds. Bowers has it taken away. Good defense comes from Edmonson. And the rare shot clock violation, credit the defense from Corey Edmondson. Annabelle Schaefer got in as well, the sophomore.
Yeah, right there, Edmondson, great job meeting Bowers there, forcing her to drop the ball, and then Schaefer going for that check on the ground ball, giving Maryland enough pressure to force Denver to get the shot clock violation as Kennedy Majors flying up the sideline to get her team the ball on the offensive end.
From defense to attack, you're right, it goes to Major, who's got to make that long run back into her defensive zone. Possession with Maryland after Denver, 3 goals in a row. It's the third time we've seen a run of 3 or more goals between these two teams. Abazia looking to break that stretch for Denver. Goes crossfield all the way to Gilmore. Alexa, 6 minutes left. Maryland with a 2-goal lead. You like this move from the Terps to kind of try and go settle down and work down the shot clock as Denver's been doing?
I think it's going to be smart for Maryland just spacing the field. We've seen them have so much success from it, just creating that room for open cuts, open feeds, open lanes to dodge and try to get to cage. I think this is smart by Maryland.
Here's Livingston. Back out to Edmondson. Abazia. Thomas, there's a swarm that comes. Chrissy Thomas brings it up again. To the freshman in Emma Abazia. To Lipkin, under 5 seconds on the shot clock. Crossfield, there's a shot that's gonna have to come from Thomas. But before then, a whistle bails out the Terps. What was the penalty we're looking at in the Denver defense?
Yeah, right there, Thomas drawing in the shooting space, and that was so smart by Maryland. We've talked about them shifting Denver's defense, catching them off guard, and right there, the skip pass from Lipkin to Thomas allows her to draw the shooting space, and now an 8-meter opportunity for Chrissy Thomas.
On the right wing, Chrissy Thomas, the captain for Maryland, already 1 goal to her name. Off the whistle, Thomas goes low on the shot and scores it. In front of a good contingent of Maryland fans right in front of her. Thomas, the captain, gets it done. That'll cut the Denver run and put Maryland back up by 3.
Chrissy Thomas able to use the speed. A left-handed shot for Thomas right there. Bounces it right past Guko for the goal. Maryland regains a 3-goal lead, and that was so smart by Maryland, Ryan, because not only did they get the goal, but they took so much time off the clock. That's Thomas's 2nd goal today, 3rd goal on the season. Thomas really getting it done. A dual threat for Maryland now, able to feed the ball inside and capitalize on her opportunities to score. And that is going to be such a good matchup. That game never disappoints. It always comes down to the final moments. And not just that, they have such a large schedule coming up. You see Penn State there, Michigan, really getting into conference play. Maryland is in for the heat of their season.
And we talked with Maryland head coach Kathy Reese. She says you'll blink and all of a sudden conference play is here. Big one circled on the schedule as well. March 13th when Maryland opens up conference play at Penn State.
And right there, Shelby Sullivan to grab that draw control for Maryland. That is huge coming out of the break.
3-goal advantage for the Terps. Comes after the most recent score right before that timeout, where we saw the streak of 3 straight goals for Denver broken by Chrissy Thomas in her 2nd of the game. It's Maryland with that advantage. Under 5 to play, into the stick of Maisie Clevenger. And what does it say, Alexa, about this attack as Maryland gets it set up? Maisie Clevenger had 4 goals last game against St. Joseph's, now has none of the 13.
I think it's just going to show how balanced this Maryland attack is going to be, and that's what head coach Kathy Reese says she really wants. She wants this group to be so dangerous that a defense has to focus on every single attacker on the field. They don't have to only just focus on one. They have to spread who they put the pressure on.
She said they want 7 players to be able to score the ball. As you can see, the 7-on-7 here. Livingston could be one of those players for Maryland in her first season, and on that play, she'll draw the 8-meter.
Yeah, it looks right there, Livingston drawing the shooting space, and we're going to see another look at Corey Edmonson shot. That one saved by Guaku, but Livingston now an opportunity at the 8.
Here's Livingston. The freshman, does she have a second goal to put Maryland back up by 4 on the free position? Big moment here for Denver as well defensively, Alexa, if they want to stick in this game.
Denver trying to get a stop on this free position shot as Livingston is ready to go.
Going left, save made there, up for the task again, Lexi Guaku. The freshman has allowed 1 goal, but she's looked the part so far coming in off the bench.
Guaku trying to help her team stay in this game. Currently down 3 goals, a big save for her on that 8-meter shot from Devin Livingston.
4 saves now on 5 shots faced for Lexi Guaku. And her 3rd game so far of the season. Now Denver back on the attack, and this is a Pioneer team, Alexa, that can't really afford to be too overly patient. Down 3 goals, just over 3 minutes remaining.
I was just about to say the exact same thing, Ryan. I think Maryland really taking their time, trying to drain time off the clock, but also get a good look. Denver having to move quickly now. And right there, Nevo Farrell, a big stop and pickup.
Turnover caused and created by the junior defender.
In these final moments against Denver. And I can't get over it. Edmonson right now has the ball, but that comes from a great defensive stop from number 20, Nev O'Farrell, who's just been phenomenal on the defensive end for the Turps today.
Farrell, a ground ball, caused turnover, doing a little bit of everything, is the Catonsville, Maryland native and Glen Oak Country alum, now a junior for head coach Kathy Reese. Another green card's going to be assessed here, and it's going to be the star attacker who we haven't mentioned too much since she scored 2 goals in the first quarter. Caroline Cullimore takes a seat on the bench.
You're right there. Another miscommunication for the Pioneers, an offsides call against Cullimore, and that's going to put Maryland now in a man-up situation. We're just over 3 minutes in this game. They lead by 3 goals, not what Denver wanted.
It's the last thing you needed if you are a Pioneer team, again, who's won 3 consecutive games, all by at least 9 goals. Maryland will work as much time off this clock as it can. Again, they have the woman up advantage for about the next 45 seconds.
We're going to see a whistle on the field. It's going to be, I believe, a warning issued there against number 28 for the Pioneers. That's going to be Porcorini. It's going to stay here with Maryland in possession.
It's Maisie Clevenger leading this attack off. Turps just playing keep away here, about 2.5 to play. Sullivan over to Chrissy Thomas.
And Maryland right now doing something so smart, drawing out their defenders, forcing them to either come out with the pressure or giving Maryland an opportunity to drive in with open space in the 8-meter.
30 seconds left on the clock. Sullivan behind to Thomas, losing it for a moment. And stolen away there by Denver into the stick of Landry Grover. And the timeout is going to be called by head coach Liza Kelly. Well done by Denver to still not let Maryland score there.
1:50 remaining.
Again, Russo comes off the bench cold and just has a game-high 7 draw controls. An impressively done there from the senior attacker who's played sparingly in her 4 years in College Park. So 90 seconds left on the game clock between these two teams. Exactly what Denver didn't want. It's going to be a turnover for Corey Edmonson. She'll run the length of the field. Don't think she'll be in any kind of rush to get a shot off here, though.
This kind of performance from Corey Edmonson today is exactly what Kathy Reese wants from one of her captains, one of her lead returners. I mean, not just on the attack end of the field, but defensively just so strong for the Turps.
Amazing Clevenger to run this one out. Under a minute now on gameplay. Devin Livingston. The team comes around the restraint line, but it's back with Kayla Gilmore. Whistle blown on the defense of Sarah Picorni.
Yeah, a hold call there against Picorni. It's going to stay here with Marilyn. Gilmore has it.
Edmonson, the final couple passes to Kate Seitz for a number 9 Maryland team that will move to 3-1 on the season. Great bounce back for the Terps after that loss to Syracuse in game 1. You see the open net, the shot and the score for Corey Edmonson as the extra attacker onto the field for the Pioneers. Edmonson scores in this game. It'll just kind of make it look a little bit less close as Maryland up to 4.
Corey Edmonson, another goal on the day. And Ryan, you mentioned it. Denver chose to pull their goalie, try to get another field player on the field for the Pioneers, and Maryland able to just capitalize. Edmonson, I think it was actually a pass. I think that was deflected in by a Pioneer defender, but nonetheless, Edmonson gets another goal on the day, and Maryland extends this lead to 4.
19 seconds left, and it's going to be Amelia Bohai back into the net for a moment with the Pioneers.
And just to place a focus on Edmonton right now, an all-around performance, 3 goals, 2 assists, 3 ground balls, 2 caused turnover in 1 draw control. Full out performance today from Corey Edmonson.
And one of the most interesting stats to look at with Edmonson there is those 2 assists, which could bring her total to 3 on the season. Last year for Edmonson, 38 goals, 0 assists for 38 points, but now working to be a bit more of a facilitator, and it comes with multiple assists for the first time in 2 years for Edmonson.
And with that, Denver to get possession on the draw, a whistle, they're going to be on the 12, and that will be the game.
That's how this one will end. Maryland didn't look like they were in control for all parts. They overcame a 1-goal Denver lead at halftime. The Terps a 4-goal victory here to end off this 4-game homestand at 3-1. This was a game that Maryland faced some challenges and adversity, Alexa, but still a comfortable win at home for Maryland.